Well, praise the Lord and good morning to Daily Scriptures. This is April 15th. We're going to read starting beginning in Joshua 19. And the second lot came out for Simeon, for the tribe of the children of Simeon, according to their families. And their inheritance was within the inheritance of the children of Judah. They had in their inheritance Beersheba, Moldah, Hazar, Shula, Bela, Ezem, Tolad, Bethel, Hormah, Ziklag, Beth Maraboth, Hazar Shushan, Beth Levoth, and Harston, 13 cities and their villages. Ain, Raman, Ether, and Eshan, 4 cities and their villages, and all the villages that were all around the cities, as far as Baalath, Beers, Ramah in the south. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Simeon according to their families. The inheritance of the children of Simeon was included in the share of the children of Judah, for their share of the children of Judah was too much for them. Therefore the children of Simeon had their inheritance within the inheritance of that people. The third lot came for the children of Zebulun, according to their families, and the border of their inheritance was as far as Sarid. Their border went toward the west, and to Merlah, went to Davinseth, and extended along the brook that is east of Jechnim. Then from Sarid that went eastward toward the sunrise along the border of Chesloth Torbor, and began towards Dabereth, bypassing Japheth. And from there it passed along the east of Gath Hefer toward Eth Kazan, and extended to Ramon, which borders on Nia. Then the border went around it to the north side of Hanath, and it ended in the valley of Jephthah-El. Included were Ketheth, Nahah, Shimron, Idath, Bethlehem, 12 cities with their villages. This was the inheritance of the children of Zebulun, according to their families, these cities with their villages. The fourth lot came out to Ishkar, for the families of Ishkar according to their families, and their territory went to Jezreel, and included Cheslath, Shimon, and the border reached to Tabor and Beth Shemesh. Their border ended at the Jordan, 16 cities and their villages, and it was the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Ishkar, according to their families and the cities and their villages. The fifth lot came out for the tribe of the children of Asher, according to their families, and their territory included Helkath, Halai, Beaton, Ashbeth, and I'm sorry folks as I'm reading this if I'm butchering the names. And it turned towards the sunrise of Beth Dagon, and it reached to Zebulun, to the valley of Jephthah-El, then northward beyond Beth Emek, passing Kabul, which was on the left, including Ebon, Rehob, Hammon, and Kaith, as far as Greater Sidon. And the border turned to Ramah, to the fortified city of Tyre. Then the border turned to Hash, and ended ended at the sea by the region of Zeb. Also, Yuma, Apec, and Reboth were included, 22 cities with their villages. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Asher, according to their families. These cities with their villages. The sixth lot came out to the children of Naphtali, for the children of Naphtali according to their families, and their border began at Helaph including territory from Terebinth tree, from the Terebinth tree in Zanan, Adamah, Nekeb, and Jabneel, as far as Lakum. It ended at the Jordan. It joined Zebulun at the south side of Asher on the west side, and ended at Judah by the Jordan towards sunrise. And the fortified cities of Ziddim, Zir, Hamath, Rekath, Cheredith, Admah, Ramah, Hazor, Kedesh, Dri, En Hazor, Iron, Migdah, Horam, Beth Anan, and Beth Shemesh, 19 cities and their villages. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Naphtali according to their families in the cities and the villages. The seventh lot came out for the tribe of the children of Dan according to their families, and the territory of their inheritance was Zorah, Eshtel, Shemesh, Shabin, to the region near Joppa, and the border of the children of Dan went beyond these, because the children of Dan went up to fight against Lemish and took it. They struck it with the edge of the sword, took possession of it, and dwelt in it. They called Lemish Dan, after the name of Dan their father. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Dan according to their families, these cities with their villages. When they had made an end of dividing the land as an inheritance according to their borders, the children of Israel gave an inheritance according among them to Joshua the son of Nun. According to the word of the Lord, they gave him a city which he asked for, Timnath Serah, in the mountains of Ephraim, and he built the city and dwelt in it. These were the inheritances which Eleazar the priest, Joshua the son of Nun, and the heads of the fathers of the tribe of the children of Israel divided as the inheritance by lot in Shiloh before the Lord, at the door of the tabernacle of meeting. So they made an end dividing the country. The Lord spoke to Joshua, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, Appoint for yourselves cities of refuge, of which I spoke to you through Moses, that the slayer who kills a person accidentally or unintentionally may flee there, and they shall be your refuge from the avenger of blood. And when he flees to one of those cities, and stands at the entrance of the gate of the city, declares his case in the hearing of the elders of the city, they shall take him into the city as one of them, and give him a place, that he may dwell among them. Then if the avenger of blood purchases him, they shall not deliver the slayer into his hand, because he struck his neighbor unintentionally, but did not hate him beforehand. And he shall dwell in that city until he stands before the congregation for judgment, and until the death of one who is the high priest in those days, when the slayer may return and come to his own city and his own house, to the city which he fled. So they appointed Kedesh in Galilee in the mountains of Naphtali, Shechem in the mountains of Ephraim, in Kirjah or Arba, which is in Hebron, in the mountains of Judah. And on the other side of the Jordan, by Jericho eastward, they assigned Bezer in the wilderness of the plain, from the tribe of Reuben, Ramoth in Gilead, from the tribe of Gad, and Golan and Bashan, from the tribe of Manasseh. These were the cities appointed for all the children of Israel, and for the stranger who dwelled among them, that whoever killed a person accidentally might flee there, and not die by the hand of the avenger of blood, until he stood before the congregation. Psalms 46, 1-6. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, even though the earth be moved, And though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, through its waters and roar, though its waters roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with its swelling, there is a river whose streams shall make glad the city of God, the holy place of the tabernacle of the Most High. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God shall help her just at the break of dawn. The nations raged and kingdoms were moved. He uttered his voice and the earth melted. Proverbs 14:7-11. Go from the presence of a foolish man, when you do not perceive in him lips of knowledge. The wisdom of the prudent is to understand his ways, but the folly of fools is deceit. Fools mock at sin, but among the upright there is favor. The heart knows its own bitterness, but a stranger does not share its joy. The house of the wicked be overthrown, but the tent of the upright will flourish. Luke 12:35-59. Let your waist be girded, and your lamps burning. And you yourselves be like men who wait for their master, and when he will return from the wedding, that when he comes and knocks, they may open to him immediately. Blessed are those servants who the master, when he comes, will find watching. Assuredly, I say to you, that he will gird himself and have them sit down to eat, and will come and serve them. And he should come in the second watch, if he should come in the second watch, or come in the third watch, and find them so, blessed are those servants. But know this, that if the master of the house had known that the hour the thief would come, he would have watched and not allowed his house to be broken into. Therefore you also be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at an hour you do not expect. Then Peter said to him, Lord, do you speak this parable only to us, or to all people? And the Lord said, who then is the faithful and wise steward, whom his master will make ruler over his household, to give them their portion of food in due season? Blessed is that servant whom his master will find so doing when he comes. Truly I say to you, that he will make him ruler over all that he has. But if that servant says in his heart, my master is delaying his coming, and begins to beat the male and female servants, and to eat and drink and be drunk, the master of that servant will come on a day when he's not looking for him, and at an hour in which he was not aware, and will cut him in two, and appoint him to his portion with the unbelievers. And that servant who knew his master's will, and did not prepare himself to do any according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. But he who did not know, yet committed things deserving of stripes, shall be beaten with few. For everyone with whom much is given, from much will be required. I came to send, and to whom much has been committed, of him they will ask the more. I came to send fire on the earth, and how I wish it were already kindled. But I have a baptism to be baptized with, and how distressed I am until it is accomplished. Do you suppose that I came to give peace on earth? I tell you, not at all, but rather division. From now on 5 in one house will be divided, 3 against 2, 2 against 3. Father will be divided against son, and son against father, mother against daughter, and daughter against mother, mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Then he said to the multitudes, whenever you see a cloud rising out of the west, immediately you should say, a shower is coming. And so it is. And when you see the south wind blow, you say, there will be hot weather. And there is. Hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky and of the earth, but how is it you do not discern this time? Yes, and why, even of yourselves, you do not judge what is right. When you go with your adversary to the magistrate, make every effort along the way to settle with him, lest he drag you to the judge, and the judge deliver you to the officer, and the officer throw you in prison. I tell you, you shall not depart from there till you have paid the very last mite. Thank you, folks, and we'll see you tomorrow.